Hey everybody, I hope you are doing well. I am Afefe with Touch by Tarot. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much again to my new subscribers. I'm absolutely thrilled and over the moon. And because I know so many of you new subscribers especially are into politics, I'm going to mix it up a little bit and start doing maybe at least once a week, perhaps more, a little quick check-in with you, a little political tarot, okay? So, and in general, if you're new to my channel, I do intuitive readings with tarot and oracle. I also do every month, I do a full moon and a new moon pick a card. We've got a full moon coming up on Monday, July 3rd. So check with me in my channel on Saturday. I'll get something up for you by then for a pick a card for the full moon. But today, you all, doing a quick check-in. This won't be long. One thing, if you haven't heard already, I ran across a story. I've got it on my screen here. There's a beautiful piece in the New York Times. It says, in Harlem and beyond, New York City election points to a generational power shift because Yusef Salaam, who was one of the Central Park Five, I know most of you know about, served time unjustly back in 1989 for the supposed rape of a woman in Central Park. Our nemesis, Donald Trump, was one of the, outspoken figures around that who urged the death penalty for all five of them. And they were exonerated. There's been a movie. There's been tons of stories in the press. What I did not know was that Yusef Salaam was actually pursuing a political career. And he apparently, in the primary for the New York City Council, he has knocked off all of the established up-and-comers and those who were, have been in office for quite a while. So that story in the Times is worth a look because it does signal a power shift in that area, and the notion that, I love it from a spiritual perspective, the notion that here we are in this year, 2023, a man who was unjustly, horribly, horrifically sentenced to jail for a crime he did not commit, was subsequently exonerated, and now has an opportunity to actually hold office in New York City and, affect policy. And he has I checked out his platform, has a wonderful platform, has incredible support, not from the establishment, but from the grassroots. Who else do we remember on the national stage who kind of came up that way? His last name is Obama, right? So I'm just thrilled about that. But also from a spiritual perspective, karma, how things shift and change. Here he was apparently, years ago, felt like his life had been destroyed for every good reason by and aided and assisted by this man, Trump, who was outspoken and just horrible about what happened with these men. Wrong, as usual. What else is new? His perspective. But, isn't it kind of interesting that here he is, Yusef, rising and shining, and apparently has a really bright political future in front of him. Still quite young. I think he's only like 49. Still great future in front of him. Whereas, oh boy, who just turned 77, Trump, is we do hope and pray. I pulled out, I was on with Susan Lynn recently. Love her, right? We all do. And I was using this United States of Tarot deck, which is a very, strictly political. All of the figures in here are drawn from political inspiration. And so thought of, with everything going on with Putin and Wagner and all of this going on with Russia right now, I also pulled this out because there he is, Putin holding the strings for Donald Trump. This was as a result, this deck was created after the 2016 election. But, this makes us think about, I would say, let's get some posters of this up for 2024, right? Let's get some posters and spread that around and get a viral meme going around that, because that's exactly what that was all about and what would change. What would possibly change, all right? So I wanted to share that with you. Also, today I want to pull a few cards for you because we know that yesterday, Rudy Giuliani, a.k.a. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, right? He, here he is shown in this deck as the Five of Wands, always in the midst of some brouhaha, always bringing, contention, and just like, that if there's proof of alien life on Earth, we might want to start there, all right? But I did want to take a look. I'm going to pull a few cards for you all, and let's see what Spirit says in terms of, like, did he get in there with the special counsel, and did he flip? Did he flip or did he talk gibberish? Did he try to hedge his bets and talk gibberish? Or did he flip? That's what we're going to Spirit with real quick today. So Spirit, did Rudy Giuliani, when he met with the special counsel about the January 6th incident, I'll call it that. I started to come, but I want to keep this PG. All right, so let's take a look. Did Rudy Giuliani spill his guts, or did he hedge his bets and just talk gibberish, try to hold it off? Well, he went in there blustering. The first card out is the Emperor. So he went in there blustering like, I'm not scared. You all don't scare me, blah, blah, blah. But did he talk? Did he spill it? Oh, he spilled it. Ace of Wands and Judgment. He spilled it, y'all. He spilled it. Ace of Wands and Judgment. He's looking for, he tried to get some sort of, go light on me if I cooperate with you. That's that Judgment. He definitely went in there trying to wheel and deal with that Ace of Wands as well. And he went in there, though, from a posture of, I've got what you need. So in order for me to give you some of what you need and what I know you need, I'll give it to you, but it's got to work out for me. He went in there schmoozing and doozing. Let me see. Is he going to be, did he work a deal for himself? Yes and no. He may have gotten some of what he wanted. I got Temperance, by the way. Let me show that to you all. He may have gotten some of what he wanted. They may have said, listen, understanding at some point, you give a little, you get a little, right? Or hopefully you give a little, you get a lot, because Giuliani had a lot to give. And I think he gave quite a bit, but he gave it from a position of strength. And is this going to absolutely fracture whatever relationship he had with Trump? The Knight of Swords. Oh yeah, it's done. And the Moon is done. That's done, over with, Friday. We knew it anyway, but when you're in that realm, and especially with someone who operates in an alternate reality like Rudy, I think he's always going to be someone who hedges, plays both sides and hedges his bets. So he's still, because of Trump's popularity, he didn't want to completely sever, those ties, but those ties have been severed. Those ties have absolutely been severed. And I do think that whatever he said, it'll come out. We'll learn more about it. But he did give him up. He gave the special counsel and some useful information. And he worked a little bit of a deal for himself. So let's see how that all plays out. That said, I'll talk to you guys really soon. Have a fantastic day. If you want to book a reading with me, by the way, I want to mention all times on my website, which is www.trulytouchedbytarot.com. You can book directly online there. My readings are by Zoom. You'll get an instant confirmation with a Zoom link, but please be aware all times are Eastern. So keep that in mind if you decide to book with me. Otherwise, if you have any questions, you want to get in touch with me, feel free to send me an email. I'm at touchedbytarot@gmail.com. I'll talk to you all really soon. Have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye.